Testing women can be a tricky business. You want to be sure that you are doing it correctly, but at the same time, you don't want to come off as being too forward or aggressive. Some methods are more subtle than others and can be easy to miss if you're not paying attention. While some men do this to find out if the woman is worth their time, others do it to see if they can push her buttons and get a reaction. Sigma males have their own ways of testing women. They use psychology, body language, and even flirting to get the information they need. They don't test every woman they meet, but if they're interested in someone, they will definitely try to see what she's made of. You might say that Sigma males aren't the type to settle down, but that's not necessarily true. They just want to ensure they are with the right person before committing. They know that a relationship is a big investment and want to be sure it's worth it. Every man has his own methods, but here are 10 ways Sigma males test women. 1. They test her intellect. With all of these fake lips, breasts, and butts, it's hard to know what's real these days. A Sigma male will quickly test a woman's intellect to see if she's worth his time. He wants to know if she is just another pretty face, or if she has something more going on upstairs. You can't judge a book by its cover, but a smart man will quickly weed out the women who don't add anything to the conversation. The intellect cannot be faked, and a woman who can keep up with the Sigma man will definitely score some points. This is the first thing a Sigma will test in a woman, as it's the most important thing to him. While some men might be more interested in a woman's looks, a Sigma knows that what's on the inside counts. Looks can be deceiving, but intelligence is always a good sign. Alpha males might not be as interested in a woman's intellect as a Sigma male, but that doesn't mean they don't value it. An intelligent woman is always a turn-on, no matter what type of man you are. 2. Her tolerance for their independence. This is a big one. A Sigma is very independent and doesn't like to be tied down. He wants a woman who can handle his independence and won't get jealous or needy. A secure woman will let him have his space and won't try to control him. Women who are clingy and needy are a big turnoff for the Sigma male. He likes his space and needs her to respect that. He also likes a challenge, so an independent woman who has her own life will definitely catch his attention. The ability to tolerate independence is important in any relationship. If you can't handle it, then you're not ready for a serious relationship. The Sigma needs some time alone to recharge his batteries. This is when he overthinks things and plans his next move. He might look like he's not interested, but he's actually just trying to process everything. This alone time is crucial for him, so his partner needs to understand and respect that. 3. They test her maintenance level. There is nothing worse than a high-maintenance woman. She's always demanding attention, never happy with anything, and always making a scene. It's exhausting just to be around her. She is making you work too hard for her attention. Some women seem to think that the more they demand, the more they will get. This is not the case with Sigmas. They are actually turned off by this type of woman. They would much rather spend their time with someone who knows how to appreciate the simple things in life. A high-maintenance woman is also usually shallow and superficial. She cares more about material things than she does about anything else. She needs to be constantly entertained, which is really just a form of narcissism. It's like having a full-time job just to keep her happy. 4. What kind of questions she asks. You can see a lot about a person by the questions they ask. This is especially true of women. This will give Sigmas a good idea of her interests, life priorities, and intelligence level. Questions that are too personal or intrusive are a huge turnoff for Sigma males. They like their privacy and don't want to share everything about themselves with someone they just met. Of course, there is a time and place for personal questions, but they should be saved for later. Imagine you are on a first date with a woman and she starts asking you about your ex-girlfriends, your sex life, or your income. It would be pretty uncomfortable, right? Now imagine if she asked you about your hobbies, interests, or goals. Which one would you rather answer? Well, I am sure you can guess which one Sigma males would prefer. Another big turnoff is when a woman asks questions that she could easily find the answer to herself. Boring, obvious questions are a sure way to make a Sigma lose interest. The ones that do hold Sigma males' interest are engaging, interesting questions that make them think. Sigmas get bored quickly, especially if they feel like they are being interrogated. 5. They test her sarcasm level. Sarcasm is a form of intelligence. It's the ability to see the irony and absurdity in a situation and use it to your advantage. It's also a way to keep people on their toes. If you can't take a little bit of sarcasm, you're probably not as smart as you think. The right amount of sarcasm is a turn-on for a Sigma male. If she can dish it out and take it, she's definitely someone he wants to keep around. This is a sign that she's intelligent and quick-witted. She's also not afraid to speak her mind. This woman knows how to hold her own in a conversation. There is a fine line between sarcasm and rudeness. If she is constantly sarcastic and never has anything nice to say, she's probably not someone Sigma wants to be around. This is a sign of unhappiness and insecurity. Sarcasm is only funny when it's used in moderation. While some people might find a woman who is always sarcastic to be entertaining, Sigma males prefer a woman who knows when to use it and when to back off. 6. They test her confidence. When it comes to women, confidence is key. This is something that Sigma men find very attractive. This is the type of woman who isn't going to take any crap from anyone. The problem is that some women take their confidence too far. They become cocky and think they're better than everyone else. They make it to a point where they're actually quite annoying. They think they can do no wrong and they're always right. While this might work for some men, it's a definite turn-off for Sigmas. Confidence is attractive, but only when it's balanced with humility. This type of woman is secure in herself, but also knows she's not perfect. She's able to take constructive criticism and learn from her mistakes. This is the type of confidence that Sigma males find irresistible. While many princesses might have the confidence of a queen, they often lack the humility to balance it out. This is why Sigmas often prefer down-to-earth women. They're confident, but they're also realistic. They're able to take charge when necessary, but also know when to follow. 7. Her sense of adventure. Having a sense of adventure doesn't necessarily mean she has to be an adrenaline junkie. It just means she's willing to step out of her comfort zone and try new things. Whether it's trying a new food or going on a hike, she should be open to new experiences. An adventurous woman is someone who is always up for anything. The Sigma male tests her to see how she handles new or unexpected situations. This shows flexibility, adaptability, and not being afraid of a little bit of risk. While some women might be afraid to leave their comfort zone, an adventurous woman is excited by it. She sees it as an opportunity to learn and grow. This is the type of woman that Sigma men are attracted to. They want someone willing to take risks and try new things. A sense of adventure is attractive, but only when it's balanced with caution. Blindly leaping into adventure is not always the best idea. Sometimes it's necessary to take a step back and assess the situation before taking the plunge. She should not be afraid to take risks, but also know when to be cautious. 8. They check her manners. A Sigma will often test a woman's manners to see if she is a lady. While this might seem old-fashioned, it's actually a very effective way to gauge her character. A woman with good manners is polite, considerate of others, and has a strong sense of etiquette. Nothing is worse than a woman who doesn't know how to behave in public. If she constantly interrupts people, talks over them, or is rude, Sigma men will quickly lose interest. It's like nails on a chalkboard to them. Conversely, a woman with good manners is a joy to be around. She knows how to have a conversation without dominating it. She is respectful of other people's opinions and is always considerate. Fortunately, there are still many women out there who know how to behave like ladies. 9. Her support method. Let's say you plan to start a business and tell her this idea. How does she support your idea? Does she encourage you and give you helpful suggestions? Does she promise to support you? Or does she tell you that this will never work? Being supportive is the #1 quality she must have. This goes beyond washing clothes and cooking dinner. Supportiveness is about believing in you and following you along your path. A supportive woman will help turn your dreams into reality. She will be by your side, cheering you on and helping you every step of the way. Sigma males need this type of woman in their lives. Sometimes a woman might not be able to offer much practical support, but if she is encouraging and enthusiastic, that's really all a Sigma male needs. Just knowing that she believes in him and is rooting for him is enough. This type of woman will help a Sigma man achieve anything he puts his mind to. 10. Her emotional strength. Sigma knows that a woman's emotions can be her biggest weakness. He will try to push her buttons and see how she reacts. If she gets defensive, she might not be as strong as she seems. This is a major turnoff for him. On the other hand, if she remains calm and collected, she might be the woman who can handle whatever life throws her way. This is the type of woman he wants by his side. We often see drama queens who fall apart at the first sign of trouble. They are emotional and react to everything without thinking. They even cry at the drop of a hat. Of course, there is nothing wrong with being emotional, but it's not something a Sigma man wants in a partner. He wants someone who can remain calm in difficult situations, otherwise, she will be a liability. Emotional intelligence is a valuable quality in any human being. It's the ability to control and understand your emotions. Not only does it make you a better person, but it also makes you more attractive to others.